I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person.
We break it down, no script, no mold. Raw and uncut, every gem is gold. Locked in now, let the facts unfold. Q bringing heat on Truth Be Told.
Yo, what's going on, squad? Welcome back to the Truth Be Told podcast. I'm your host, Q, and chat. Listen, I've been doing a little bit of research and a little bit of digging in regards to this Tyler Perry situation, the lawsuit brought upon by Derek Dixon to Tyler Perry. Now, I got a copy of the official complaint. The official complaint is 46 pages long, but I only want to focus on 2, and that's for a very important reason. There seems to be in Hollywood a pattern, a very dark pattern, and the 2 pages that I want to discuss are indicative of this pattern. Now, as you already know, Derek Dixon has filed a $260 million lawsuit against Tyler Perry, and this complaint that he's filed is a 10-count complaint. These counts consist of sexual battery, sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual harassment in the workplace, retaliation, quid pro quo. There's 10 counts, and the Derek's legal team are going for $260 million in this particular, with this particular case. Now, in regards to these 2 pages that I want to discuss from this 46-page account, I want you to pay close attention to what led to the actions that Derek Dixon had started becoming concerned. Okay? So take a listen to this.
On New Year's Eve, 2019, Tyler Perry texted Dixon, "I can't tell you the last time I pumped gas, or went to the supermarket, or fly commercial, or packed a bag, or had good sex. It was before I was rich." Dixon found these messages to be strange and untowardly coming from someone like Tyler Perry. But being new to the industry, Dixon played along by downplaying the sexual comments and hoping that being around Perry would allow him to showcase his talents as an actor and writer. Soon after Dixon began giving Perry more attention, Perry made his move on Dixon. In January of 2020, just a few months after his first acting gig, Perry invited Plaintiff to his home in Douglasville County, Georgia. Plaintiff showed up to the home hoping that he would be given a chance to befriend Perry and show him how talented an actor Dixon was. At Perry's home, Dixon was served many alcoholic drinks, which Perry also partook in. Dixon felt that Perry was genuinely interested in Dixon's talents as an actor and writer. Perry made no sexual advances at Dixon while they were drinking, and the conversation was friendly. At the end of the night, Perry told Dixon not to drive home. Perry said it was dangerous and that Dixon was too inebriated to drive home. Dixon agreed and was escorted to a separate guest room, not knowing that this was a ruse to allow Perry to assault Dixon. Dixon was tired and did not have pajamas, and so he got into bed only wearing underwear. Before he knew what was happening, Dixon felt someone else slip into bed behind him and start rubbing Dixon's body around his inner thigh in a highly sexual and suggestive manner. Dixon turned around and saw that Tyler Perry was in bed with him. At this point, Dixon's stomach started to turn, and he began feeling nauseous. Instinctively, Dixon jumped out of bed and told Tyler Perry that he wasn't that sexual. Tyler Perry ignored the comments and told Dixon to turn around so Perry could see him naked in his underwear. Perry then commented on how beautiful Dixon's body was. Dixon once again told Perry that he was not into sex. Dixon kept informing Perry that he was not into sex in order to keep Perry at bay, while at the same time not insulting the person who was dangling his career in front of him. In response to Dixon's frequent assertions that Dixon was not into sex, Perry started prying further. Perry would send Dixon a text message saying, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon." Perry was implying that Dixon would hopefully get past the block in his mind and would let Tyler Perry make love to him. After that assault in January, Dixon felt betrayed. Perry continued to call or text Dixon every day asking to talk to him more.
So, now in this complaint, Derek alleges that Tyler Perry invited him to his house, served drinks for him and Tyler, himself, to the point where Derek had become inebriated, to the point where he couldn't drive, or Tyler felt that it was unsafe for him to drive. So Tyler gave a guest room for Derek to sleep in. And of course, when Derek had gone to sleep, because he didn't have any pajamas with him, he slept in his underwear, only to find Tyler Perry climbing into bed with him. Now, pay close attention, or keep that in mind, okay? Now, about a year ago, I came across a clip from an actor by the name of Christian Keys, who was working with Tyler Perry at the time. Now, Christian Keys had gone through a situation where he felt it enough to put it on social media about this issue that he was having with a black billionaire in Atlanta in the movie industry. He didn't say any names, but most of us kind of assumed who it was. I want you to hear Christian tell his story. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask you to hit me in the comments to let me know what you guys think. Is it me, or is Hollywood dark? Listen to Christian.
You get a grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I don't, after a big party, won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep, and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like, what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? And wanted to. But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3,000 in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3,000. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. Gotta make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard, and I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that, man. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do. I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person.
Okay, so now that we have that, is it me, or do these stories sound identical? Does this sound like a dark pattern that is going on in the industry? Invite the person over to your house, get them drunk. There's no telling if it's just drinks or they're slipping things into the drinks. We don't know. What we do know is that this is a thing. And this is a way that people are getting lured into these situations, and their careers are being held in front of them like a steak to a dog. they're not quite in a position to fight because they don't have the financial resources to fight it in court. And to add insult to injury, the person they're fighting is the one that's writing their checks. This has turned into something far more than talent. This has turned into a way of life for the rich and powerful to get what it is that they want. And here's a gripe that I have. Let the courts make the decisions. Let the courts, if Tyler's innocent, let the courts prove that he's innocent. If Tyler's guilty, let the courts prove that Tyler's guilty. But in the event that Tyler is guilty, one of the things that I want to know is that why would you use a platform? And that platform being originally the gospel plays. You have this huge Christian following or this huge religious following with these plays. And you're speaking about the word, you're speaking about the Bible, but the moment that money comes in place, the moment you turn that $1 billion, everything changes. I'm not sure if you watched the Oval lately, but they got men humping each other on the president's desk. It's becoming so rampant in the writing of Tyler Perry that he seems to have abandoned the core audience that got him to where he is, and are trying to convince this audience that this is the way it should be. It's so bad that Tyler's out, or was out at some point, preaching in T.D. Jakes' church, laying hands on T.D. Jakes while T.D. Jakes is passing out like he's paralyzed, and Tyler Perry just extracted the devil from him. Watch this.
The book of Psalms says he prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So in order for me to eat, they have to be present. So God bless you, Bishop. I pray right now that you will continue to do everything you're doing. I pray his anointing will stay upon you. I pray the power of God all over you. I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his care. God, I thank you for your blessings.
Come on, somebody give God some praise. He's pushing that baby out. Come on, he's pushing that baby out. Somebody holler, push, push. Now come on and praise it.
Can somebody please tell me what's going on? How did we get to this point? Chat, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I appreciate you for joining me at the Truth Be Told podcast. I am your host, Q. And I'm out.
Break it down, no script no more. No script no more. Raw and uncut, every jam is gold. Locked it down, let the facts be told. You bring it heat on Truth Be Told.